the Zone. It was a case that captivated the nation 21 years ago. Today, really, it was the last time that we heard about this, and finally the day tomorrow will be 21-year anniversary where this finally ended. The D.C. snipers were caught, and today there was a hearing in Montgomery County over Lee Boyd Malvo, when he'll be extradited from Virginia into Maryland. Fox 5's Tom Fitzgerald listening on the case today. Why is he being resentenced? Why is it the two jurisdictions?
Well, rewind to 10 years ago. The U.S. Supreme Court held a case 10 years ago that they decided that you could not, it would be a violation of the 8th Amendment of the Constitution, you could not sentence a juvenile to life in prison without possibility of parole. So this upended, cases across the country.
To be clear, Malvo was 17 at the time.
17. He's 38 years old now.
Okay.
But because of the fact that he was sentenced as a juvenile, he does fall under the Supreme Court case. The Supreme Court case wasn't about him, but it affects him in a big way. The question with the court today, though, it's a logistical one and a legal one. He's in a max security prison in Virginia, Red Onion State Prison in Virginia right now. He was never supposed to be coming back to Maryland because he was going to serve out his term, his life term, in Virginia. The question before the court today was, how do they do this? Because they're really on untested waters here right now. They've never had to deal with this situation before. State's Attorney John McCarthy talking today about the logistical complications of this. Do you bring him to the Montgomery County Jail when he's been serving the sentence in a max security prison? Is the Montgomery County Jail able to handle now a defendant of Malvo's notoriety?
Right.
So there was a lot of that went on, and what became clear, though, was it's not only the security aspect and logistical aspect, there's an interstate aspect of this too, because the governors of Virginia and Maryland apparently have to sign off on this, and they're not even at that point yet.
You talk about the Supreme Court case, which obviously had massive legal repercussions. Now we're dealing with that in 2023, 2 decades after the fact. You're also bringing in the fact that, to your point, he is a defendant with massive notoriety in a maximum security prison, which would entail massive sorts of security that maybe, to your point, Montgomery County Jail is not used to. What are they going to figure? Because in this post-pandemic era, we do have the ability to teleconference in judges to do this in a digital form.
It's odd today in listening to this because as long as 20 years ago was.
Right.
You look back on it, there's a whole host of things that we can do now that we couldn't do 20 years ago. One of them is hold hearings like the one we held today. Lee Boyd Malvo was on this Zoom call today. We were able to see him. But John McCarthy, the state's attorney, made it very clear today that the victims' families, they have no interest in being back in a courtroom with Lee Boyd Malvo. Now, the judge repeatedly went back and leaned about how are we going to do this? How are we going to get him here? It seemed pretty clear that the judge physically wants him in a courtroom in front of her if he's going to be resentenced. However, John McCarthy made it very clear that the victims' families are not eager to do that.
Yeah, I mean, this was a chapter that was closed in their eyes until the Supreme Court, did this. And obviously, the legal ramifications are extensive, not just for him. We'll see what happens. So this seems to be ongoing, right? Is there another court hearing?
There is. December 1st. They left it there right now. That's going to be a status hearing. But, from everything we heard today, Marina, it'd be surprising if they could figure this out in 5 weeks.
Yeah, that's right around the corner, isn't it? Yeah, you forget about that. Tom Fitzgerald will keep an eye on all of that. Thank you, Fitz, for coming on the DMV Zone with us.